all please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. We have two public hearings to conduct this evening for the budgets. The first is 2023-18, which is the Greensburg 2024 budget. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Motion's been made by Vieta. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Rick. Amy,
Jamie Kane?
please call the roll.
Yes. Rick Ensweller?
Yes.
Kevin Fleetwood?
Here.
Vieta? Yes. Daryl?
Here.
Okay, the public hearing for the 2024 budget is open. Is there anyone here to speak on the 2024 city budget? Hearing and seeing none, would take a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Motion's been made by Kevin.
Second.
Second by Vieta.
Jamie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Vieta? Yes. Daryl?
Yes.
There is 2023-17, which is the Greensburg Community School Corporation's 2024 budget. To open the public hearing, is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Motion's been made by Vieta.
Second.
Second by Rick.
Just a second. All right. Jamie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Vieta? Yes. Daryl?
Yes.
Now that the public hearing is open, is there anyone here to speak on the Greensburg Community School Corporation's 2024 budget 2023-17? Come on up. Good evening. If you could please introduce yourself for the record.
Sure, I'm Andrea Phillips, Director of Finance for Greensburg Community Schools. Okay.
What's your comments on the budget?
Our budget is for you, honestly, I haven't talked to Amy too much about it, but I think we presented you with the budget, and it's really not changed much from last year, so I don't really have too much to say unless there's any questions on it.
Questions for Ms. Phillips? Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Is anyone else here to speak on the budget for the Greensburg Community School Corporation? If not, take a motion to close the public hearing. Motion's been made by Kevin, second by Daryl.
Jamie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Vieta? Yes. Daryl?
Yes.
Today is Tuesday, September 12, 2023, the time being 6:30 p.m. The Greensburg City Council is called to order. At this time, please silence all electronic devices to comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The city requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that's available on the table in the back of the room. Amy, would you please call the roll?
Jamie Kane?
Here.
Rick Ensweller?
Here.
Kevin Fleetwood?
Here.
Vieta McKenzie? Here. And Daryl Foley?
Here.
You all should have received a copy of the minutes from the August 8, 2023 public hearing and meeting. Any edits, additions, or corrections to those?
Motion to approve.
Motion, would that be for both of them?
Yes.
Motion's been made to approve both of those. Second by Kevin.
Jamie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Vieta? Yes. Daryl?
Yes.
First item of old business is second reading of 2023-14. Oh, Sarah.
No, you don't need me up there. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. 2023-14 is the amendment to the building code. Any edits or any questions for Sarah on that? This is second reading. If not, take a motion to approve that on second.
So moved.
Motion's been made by Kevin.
Second.
Second by Vieta. All the
Jamie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Vieta? Yes. Daryl?
Yes.
Ordinance 2023-15 is the stormwater management ordinance that Ron has been working on. This is also on second reading. I don't think we've made any changes. Oh, we did? Okay, what are?
The one change that was made was to add an effective date, which would be January 1 of 2024. Otherwise, it was as you saw it last month.
And then we also just had the Board of Works conditionally approve the technical standards manual that goes along with this ordinance at their meeting a half an hour ago. That will also take effect January 1st, 2024. They did do so, approve that through pending approval by the council on second reading. that will line it up with our Unified Development Ordinance, our Stormwater MS4, and then our technical design standards as well. Any questions for Ron? Is there a motion to approve 2023-15 with the edit of adding the January 1st, 2024?
So moved.
Motion's been made,
Second.
seconded by Daryl. All those in favor?
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Diana, Daryl.
Yes.
An item that doesn't require any voting, and John Bryant with the Veritas Group is here this month to give us our update on the municipal complex. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Mayor. Okay, good evening, council. Hope you guys are all well. It's been a few months since we had our last update. Mayor gave an update last month. There has been, even since last month, a lot of change on the site, as you'll see in some of these drone photos that I took today. Steel's starting to go up, and the site's really starting to take shape now. So get into the fun part of our updates here moving forward. So we'll go ahead and jump right in here with the site work update. I did have a meeting with Myron Agent today, who's running essentially the whole site from a site work perspective, and received an update from them earlier out on site today. So they did mention that sanitary and storm install is still ongoing. If you really look closely here, you can still see quite a bit of sanitary and storm on site. That is per schedule. I'd say we're maybe about a week behind, but we're making that up in other areas on both buildings right now, so I don't see that pushing the schedule out at all. But it is something that we're monitoring with Shooty and Myron Agent right now as far as a site work schedule goes. So still plenty of efficiencies to make up for a few days lost, but something that we're tracking currently right now. Fire station project update. So underground plumbing and electrical is nearly completed right now. I know it's a far zoom out, but there has been a lot of underslab that has been currently ongoing in order to prep for that slab on grade, which is expected to pour by the end of this month. So from a project perspective for the fire in specifics, we're about a week ahead of schedule right now, which is fantastic. And then we are expecting wood framing and steel to start by the end of this month. So steel's expected to arrive, I believe, the end of this week is what I was told. And then once we've got all of the foundation work completed, which is nearly done now, they'll start erecting steel and start the framing as well. Other items that we're continuing to monitor, Chief Sturmer and I have been working through FF&E in relation to procuring fire-related equipment and systems and specifics right now. We are nearly completed with the furniture selections that we brought for approval the last few months with COE and business furniture. So we are nearly at the finish line with that. Chief's been testing out, and Mark as well, been testing out chairs and furniture that suits their liking. So really close on that selection as well. In relation to the street department project, as you can see, steel has been set. It was set a few weeks ago. They are detailing currently. That's the longer part of the process, is getting all the detailing done. And then as you can see in the northwest corner of this picture right now, that salt storage barn is currently getting the rebar tied on it, and foundations will begin here in the next few weeks. So they'll work on that as well as the maintenance bays over there. As far as other items go on both projects, specifically in relation to procurement items, we're not seeing any issue. We've checked with switchgear, with the electrician, and then Duke with transformers, as we've been having on other projects some significant delays with both. We are locked and loaded here on Greensburg and are not anticipating any delays to the project in relation to transformers or switchgear. If there would be, we do have temporary transformers on backup right now that we do have locked in case there were to be an unforeseen issue. So we do have a backup plan if need be. As I mentioned, each month the budget and schedule has not changed. Like I said, we are monitoring the holistic approach from the site right now with Shooty, just to make sure that they're staying on task, and they've done a fantastic job to date. They've been very easy to work with, and have done things in a timely manner, but just continuing to stay on top of that right now to keep us on track to open in the spring of 2024. So again, this drone photo here is just from about a few hours ago. If I get my mouse over there, so this will give a clear overview of what's out there as of today. I knew Mayor had mentioned one of you guys had a question about the retention pond depth at the last update. I did go back and verify and check. Right now, it's not completed yet. There's been a lot of erosion, as you can see, as they're continuing to find grade. But the depth at the end of the project will be 16 feet for that retention pond area. It's the salt storage barn right there where they've got all the rebar tied off. Maintenance building, all the steel's been set, detailing's ongoing. Just north of that, as you see in the drone photo, there's a shared parking space where all that stone is at. And you've got your fire station project, the elevator shaft, CMU, and the stairwell is going vertical right now. All foundation work is nearly completed. And you can see over there on that far end, under slab, is ongoing for trench drain specifically on that far bay. That concludes my update for this month. Is there any questions that I can answer?
In previous presentations, you mentioned that due to not needing to do some site stabilization, there's going to be
Yes.
some cost savings. Has there
Yes.
been a number put on that savings?
That is something I'm working currently with Greg Marks with GM Development. They did identify in the schedule of values an allowance for that, and I can't recall it off the top of my head, but that has not been touched. That money will be reallocated into the owner contingency fund. All of it will be, so that's something that we'll track and continue to monitor on the owner side.
What is that number?
I can't recall. I want to say it's around 70 grand is what that allowance was for any site remediation that needs to be done. We have proof rolled the entire site. If for some reason there was some crazy event that came through, or if for some reason bare shell needed to be stabilized, that's where that would come from. But we currently are not anticipating any kind of stabilization needed on site.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions for John? Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
Excellent,
Thank you, Council.
Thank you.
it. Chief McNeely, you've got ordinance 2023-22, which is an additional for general and public safety.
Thought I could just get to sit there like Sarah did.
This is the first reading.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm presenting to you additional appropriation for personal services and capital outlay coming out of the general fund. The personal services is a payout for a retired member who left earlier this year, as well as a resignation that I had, and it's to go back into my overtime line to help cover the overtime we'll have to pay for the slots that are empty. And then the other one is what I came to you and talked about last year, which was the new vehicle with the Tahoe for the chief and the equipment that needs to go into it to finish out the build.
That was also due to part of the wreck.
The
right?
wreck,
The total
yeah.
Explorer
Yeah.
paid for some of that, and this is the remainder.
Part of it is the residual of covering for that, but the insurance won't cover. The majority of it is.
Now, last time you said you was working with the insurance to,
Well, they put their heels in, as expected, but we tried.
thanks for trying.
Any other questions for the chief on those? If not, Jamie, you okay?
I'm good.
Take a motion to approve 2023-22 on first reading.
So moved.
Motion's been made by Kevin,
Second.
second by Vieta. Amy?
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta,
Yes.
Daryl.
Yes.
Thank you, council.
Okay, we have a whole slew of things as we are approaching the budget season and into budget season. Ordinance 2023-17, which is the Greensburg Community School Corporation's 2024 budget. We had the public hearing on that. Would Entertain a motion to approve on first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Can we, real quick, can we just combine, unless there's issues on the other budget items, can we combine 17, 18, 19, and 20? Or 21 and 21, those are the salary and budget items.
I'd say they're all separate items, and given that we're doing electronically, I think you're probably better off to do it individually.
Okay,
Sorry.
Try.
no problem.
Motion's been made by Kevin, seconded by Daryl. Amy?
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, Daryl.
Yes.
Ordinance 2023-18 is the City of Greensburg's 2024 budget. Amy did send you a revised version this morning that had just a couple typos corrected. There was one salary that was incorrectly calculated that was adjusted for within the advertised budget. It is also reflective of the changes that were made at the budget workshop in August, and I believe to be a representation of what was submitted to Gateway for publication by the state. Any questions on 23-18?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion's been made by Jamie, seconded by Daryl.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
No.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta,
Yes.
Daryl.
Yes.
2023-19 is the ordinance for elected official salaries for 2024.
Make a motion, we approve.
Motion's been made by Jamie,
Second.
seconded by Rick.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, Daryl.
Yes.
2023-20 is the city employee's salary. This is reflective of the raises as discussed at the budget workshop.
Make a motion, we approve.
Motion's been made by Jamie,
Second.
seconded by Daryl.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, Daryl.
Yes.
Ordinance 2023-21 is for the wastewater and water salaries for 2024. This is also reflective of those same raises.
Make a motion, we approve.
Motion's been made by Jamie,
Second.
second by Rick.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, Daryl.
Yes.
2023-08 is a resolution. Amy, this is,
Yes. So we, earlier in the year, did additional appropriations to move the money that we were gonna need for the police HVAC. And this is to transfer that money just into one appropriation line item for clarification and just to keep track of the bills that are being paid so that they're not being paid out of 4 different appropriations, they're being paid out of one. So that's the police HVAC part. The Park Road, well, the rainy day, we appropriated it, we approved it last month, this on the second reading. This is to move it into the Park Road Fund. We are already receiving bills for Park Road, so we are having to pay at this point. And then we were awarded the CCMG grant for 23-1. And the third, or the bottom one is to move the matching portion that the city has to put into that fund to match those funds from the state. None of these are additional other than what we've already done. They're already appropriated.
any
I'll
questions?
make a motion, we approve 2023-08.
Motion's been made by Jamie,
Second.
second by Kevin.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, and Daryl.
Yes.
Okay, the next is me too. So we just got finished with our audit, and a couple of things came up, and they suggested that I bring these to the council so that you're at least aware of this. Hopefully you were all able to read the note that I also included. So we need to, if there are ever checks that are outstanding for longer than 2 years, they need to be taken off the books. We are gonna keep a list of those checks, who they were made out to for the amount, the appropriation line that they came out of. But in order to clean up our bank recs and clean up our just accounting and bookkeeping in general, we need to void those checks. If at some point somebody comes back and says you owe us this money, we will have that list and we will be able to deal with it at that time. But we need to reverse those checks.
Any questions for Amy on that? So Amy, the motion, oh, I'm sorry, was there?
All those checks you had on that list are not.
They are outstanding. They have not been cashed at the bank. So
And
they've
some
been
of them was
written.
just recently.
There are none that you saw.
Some had 23. I did list it. Yeah, 7, 31, 23.
Because that should not,
That's what I figured.
It says payroll week number 31.
So I figured that's just, should have been on there, but it was. There's 3 or 4 of them like that I caught. Was more or less than 2 years out.
because I thought I put all of the ones.
There's some 23 ones on here.
Okay, those will obviously be taken off. I don't
Yeah, that's
know.
why I figured I want to make sure that,
Because they have to be 2 years anyway for the state board of accounts, right?
yeah, you need to
Yeah.
go back to the list to make sure that, because there's some 22s and 23s that don't meet the 2
Yeah,
years.
there are, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, yep, I will check on those. This is coming through weird on here. Yeah, I don't know what those came from. We can table this and I can resend you the list, if you would prefer. Because this is, I'm not agreeing, I don't know why this is coming up like this.
Why we need to table it,
No, I'm like Daryl, you go ahead.
go ahead and pass it and with the understanding that you will double check the list.
Clean that part
If it's,
up.
actually, I don't think I had it, the list that I thought I sent you didn't have any past 21. No, it didn't have any past 20, because next year I will bring you anything that's 21.
If you want to table, and we'll, or do you want to?
I would feel better if we tabled it so that I can get you an accurate.
Motion to table.
Second.
Motion's been made by Daryl, second by Kevin.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick, Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, Daryl.
Yes.
So the final issue is the outstanding deposit in the general bank. And I know I went into a lengthy discussion of what happened, but essentially it was supposed to be, this happened in '21. This was supposed to be a transfer of funds for CCMG. It ended up being recorded as a deposit, and it's just been outstanding because it's such a large amount. It's not something that State Board of Accounts said that I need to bring it to the council because it's such a large amount. So I'm asking that I can essentially reverse it or void it and then do the transfer correctly.
Is there a motion to allow Amy to do so? Motion's been made by Kevin,
Second.
second by Daryl.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Vieta, Daryl.
Yes.
Just one quick comment on that, because I know Amy brought up, these are all coming from that audit from the State Board of Accounts one. Amy, thank you for your efforts with that. There was a lot to that, and a lot of work went on by you and everybody in your department, and Donna included, so thank you guys very much.
Next item on the agenda is one of the more frequently asked about items annually is the trick or treat hours. Kristen has provided you historical information. This year, Halloween is on Tuesday, October 31st. And we have pretty much done them on the day of Halloween, except the year that Halloween fell on a Sunday. So if it is the council's will, 5 to 8 p.m. is what we've done for the last several years on Halloween. Is that worth noting?
Say 5 to 8.
5 to 8. Okay. I don't think we need an official motion for that, do we? Okay. 5 to 8. And the last thing that's sort of on the agenda is I invite all members of the council and of the public to join us for the airport ribbon cutting. That will be on September 23rd, which is a Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. It should be about a 30-minute program, I would think. It is nearing completion. The runway will be open, but we are going to be on the runway for our ribbon cutting so that you can see the scope, scale, and size of the project, and also have a look at it. We've got a lot of our contractors and different components, pieces and parts that are coming, past administration, past airport board members, and it should be a really great event. It shouldn't take very long, but I'd love to have you again. That's September 23rd, 10:30 out at the airport. Okay. Council, I think that's it. I'm sorry. Make a motion to adjourn? Motion's been made by Vida. All those in favor signify by saying no. Crap. One more time. Amy, please call.
Jamie,
Yes.
Rick,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Diana, Daryl.
Yes.
Okay.
Mayor, just one quick comment. You said the airport, or the runway was gonna be open. We probably should have it closed if we're gonna be on the runway.
It's already been
Just say
submitted
guide
to,
me.
it's been submitted to the FAA, so we're good.
Okay.
We're gonna open it and then close it immediately.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.